Hello everyone and welcome back to Geeking Out and part 3 of my PsVita collection. The games I'm showing today are all kind of mainstream I guess, so there's probably not going to be any titles here that you haven't heard of possibly. But we will see as we go through. So let us begin. First up we have Borderlands 2. So far I'm really loving this game. I've not played too much into it. I've beat a few bosses, met Claptrap. I believe that's his name. I'm sorry for any Borderlands fans who I am pissing off by not pronouncing things right. But I've just made it to his city and I'm doing some stuff there, but then I got sidetracked with a bunch of other games. But yeah, really awesome game so far. I do however have a few gripes with it. It's got nothing to do with the game itself. The game itself is flawless, like it's brilliant. Last time I played this it had a few problems. I'm not sure if those problems will be in the console versions. I can't really tell you because I've never played any of the console versions. I had pretty prominent frame rate issues which would sometimes cause the game to completely freeze and I'd have to force shut down my PsVita. And at one point that actually corrupted my save file and I had to start the entire game from the beginning. Which is probably another reason why I didn't get so far into this game. One other major issue I had with this was the back touchscreen of the PsVita. You have to have something assigned to it, so there's 3 things I think you can pick from: melee, opening up special weapons and crouching. And when you're playing on the PsVita, when you hold it you kind of touch the back screen quite a lot without even intending to. So as I'm playing this game my character's either constantly swinging a melee weapon, bobbing up and down like an absolute psychopath, or sometimes opening up my special weapons section and launching a grenade without me even intending to. It doesn't sound like that big of a problem, but when you're randomly playing the game and you just chuck a grenade or you start swinging a melee weapon and you can't stop it, it does kind of become quite frustrating. Apart from those problems, the game itself is incredible. I'd actually probably advise you to buy it on a console just because the issues I have with the game kind of make me not want to play it anymore, and maybe it'd be different for you, but that's just my 2 cents. Next up we have Dynasty 8 Xtreme Legends. This runs perfectly on the Vita, it looks great on the Vita. Xtreme Legends is a revamped Dynasty 8. They have included quite a few things. I can't quite remember everything because it's a while since I played it, but there's Lubu story mode and a bunch of other stuff. And of course you get all of Dynasty 8 packed into this too. I highly recommend the game if you're a fan of hack and slash games. If you are a fan of hack and slash games, you probably already own it, as Dynasty are like a staple in hack and slash. Next up we have Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. I've not played this yet so I can't say too much about it. I am however looking really forward to playing it. I believe they released this onto the PSN and Xbox marketplaces. I do think this game got quite mixed reviews because it's quite different how it's set from all the other Arkham games, but I will judge it whenever I play it. Next up we have Uncharted Golden Abyss. Again, a game I have not played. In fact, I have not actually played a single Uncharted game. I know that's like a gaming sin. I have always intended to get around to playing Uncharted games, I just kind of never did. But someone who's quite terrible for getting around to playing all the popular games that are released. Uncharted sadly gets put in the backlog. I am really tempted to start playing this because everyone's been raving about Uncharted 4 and I must admit it looks amazing. Although I haven't played it, I've heard a lot of people raving about this game and saying that it shows off the Vita's potential and what it can do, so that's really awesome. I am really excited to play this whenever that'll be, and I'm sure when I eventually do play it I will be hooked and in love with the series like everybody else. Next up we have Terrier, another game I have not played. A lot of people have compared this to a 2D Minecraft but with a very steep difficulty level. I just thought it looked really interesting when I saw it in the shop and I'm really eager to play this. Like almost every game on the backlog, I believe you can get loads of different types of pets and there's a bunch of really cool bosses in this. I shall discover it all whenever I play this. Next up we have PlayStation Vita Pets. And a game I've actually played and completed. This is pretty much the PlayStation Vita's version of Nintendogs. I actually really like this game. Unlike Nintendogs, there's actually a story to it. I can't quite remember the story, but it involves you finding like a king and his dog, and there's a bunch of rewards, you go in mines and stuff. It's really cool and a little different to Nintendogs, I feel. All the stuff that you do in Nintendogs is actually in this game, so you still walk your dog, feed your dog, play with your dog, do all the Nintendog type stuff with your dog. How many times can I say dog? And without having all the same features that Nintendogs does, and having a story, I feel like it's just got more going for it than Nintendogs does. And on top of all that, your dog actually has a voice and it can speak to you depending on the 4 dogs you choose from. You can have like a cocky one, really loving one, etc, etc. But yeah, it's actually a really cool game, I recommend it. Next up we have Minecraft. I don't really think there's much that I need to say about Minecraft. I haven't played the PlayStation Vita version, but judging from all the reviews and all the ratings I've seen of it, it's highly recommended and works really well on the Vita. I have played Minecraft on the Xbox One. I enjoy the game. It's just not a game for me personally that I can play for hours on end. I play a lot of action-orientated games, so when I want like a break and just to chill out, this is a perfect game to do that. You can just go off and explore and build stuff. So I really do get the appeal that Minecraft has, and I get why it's got like such a huge fan base. Next we have the Ratchet and Clank Trilogy. I love Ratchet and Clank. Growing up as a kid, they were some of my favourite games to play on the PlayStation 2. I haven't actually had time to get around to playing them yet on the Vita, but I have heard that the first Ratchet and Clank game has a few issues in the Vita edition. Apparently after some point where you get an item, if you save and quit right after getting that item, you will lose the item, but you will be put where you should have the item, but you need the item to progress. I think I explained that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. I'm hoping that they've released a patch since I read this and that it's all fixed up now. Hearing about that glitch kind of put me off playing the game, as I didn't want to get really far into it and then have to start from the beginning and have to do a lot of stuff. Strangely enough, I believe this game was only released physically in Europe for whatever reason. I'd be quite surprised if that is true, because I don't understand why they made it just a Europe exclusive. If anyone knows if this was a Europe exclusive, let me know in the comments below, as I'm quite interested to know. Next up we have the Jak and Daxter Trilogy. The only Jak and Daxter game I played prior to this was Jak X, I believe, in the PS2, and I think it was a driving game, but I can't quite remember. I don't think I played it that much. I played and completed the first Jak and Daxter game on this. It was incredible. There was no frame rate issues, it ran smoothly, and I really, really loved it. I'm really excited to jump back in and play Jak and Daxter 2 and 3, whenever that will be. And lastly for today is the Sly Cooper Trilogy. I have never actually played a Sly Cooper game, so I couldn't actually tell you what they're like. I'm sure a lot of you have, as they're like really big, popular old game icons. I did play the demo of the first Sly Cooper, I believe, and I really, really liked it. Apparently not enough to actually buy the game, but whatever. I am looking forward to playing these. I do, however, have a gripe with the packaging of this one. Just showing the Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter Trilogy. And the thing with those two is that all three of the games are on the cartridge. And with this, only the first two games are on the cartridge, and then you get a download code for the third one. It's not really major, it's just annoyed me because I had to use space on the memory card, which I can't really afford to use. But hey, I'm sure the games will make up for it, because I'm sure they'll be amazing. And that is the third part of my PsVita collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are already, and follow me on my social media, so links are in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I hope I get another one of these out soon. I know I'm always a bit delayed. I'm always like, oh, I'll try and get up in a week, but then it turns into 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I will hopefully try and get one up in a week's time, but no promises, just because I'm a little bit shit. Sorry. Anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching. You're all fucking awesome, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye!